Hello my friends, it is December the 22nd of 2022. This video is about my top 5 favorite albums of 2022. Alright, let's get right into it. Coming in at number 5 is Drutk with All Belong to the Night. Alright, so yeah, I've been a big fan of Drutk for many years. I do have all of their albums. They are a black metal band out of the Ukraine. They have more of that kind of atmospheric black metal style, and they do incorporate like folk metal elements as well. And yeah, their sound is certainly very dark and melancholic sounding. This album in particular has a very dark and melancholic sound, which I think is really reflective of what is happening in the Ukraine right now. Yeah, so yeah, I really enjoy this one so much. And there are only 4 songs on this album, 4 very lengthy songs. I can't choose a particular favorite song, they're all pretty good. Yeah, excellent stuff. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is Drutk with All Belong to the Night. At number 4 is Soilwork with Overgiven Heden. Yeah, another band I've been a big fan of for many years. I do have all their albums as well. Great stuff, excellent melodic death metal right here. Yeah, so when they announced that they were releasing this album, I was definitely very excited. Okay, so yeah, some of my favorite tracks from this album would have to be the title track, which is of course entitled Overgiven Heden. Electric Again is another great tune, and Death I Hear You Calling, I really enjoy that one as well. Quite a few good songs here. Okay, but unfortunately David Anderson, who was one of the guitarists of Soilwork, he had been with the band for about 10 years. He passed away just very recently, back in September, so about 3 months ago. Yeah, very tragic. It's very unfortunate. He ended his own life, and yeah, such a great musician, had contributed to so much to Soilwork for many years, and yeah, certainly sad to see him go. And but yeah, he left behind some great music, that's for sure. And yeah, it's a great album right here. Okay, so that is Soilwork with Overgiven Heden, coming at number 4. At number 3 is Cold World with Isolation. Yeah, so Cold World are a one-man black metal band from out of Germany. The man's name is George Borner. Yeah, so Cold World have been around for quite a while now. They do have quite a few albums, quite a few full-length albums, as well as EPs and some singles as well. Yeah, really enjoy their style, and was definitely happy when they released this album. It's certainly very dark and certainly very melancholic sounding. Yeah, I think the name of the album sums it up pretty well, Isolation. It certainly has had a very isolating sound, and definitely reminds me, or creates that sort of feeling of what it was like back in during sort of like the COVID-19 lockdowns, and just sort of the depression that that many of us, including myself, experienced during that time. That this album definitely sort of creates that sort of feeling of those times, and especially since it was written during those times. And yeah, this is an album that's been very comforting for me. I've been listening to it quite a bit, really enjoyed so much, and excellent songwriting right here. This is certainly an excellent release from Cold World. Okay, so yeah, I enjoy this one so much. Alright, so coming in at number 3 is Cold World with Isolation. Coming in at number 2 is Dark Aim with Inhuman Spirits. Yeah, really excellent stuff right here. Swedish melodic death metal band, have been around for many years. They haven't released an album in quite a long time. In fact, their last album was released back in 2013. That album was entitled The Sinister Supremacy. I recall purchasing that album back then, so it's been quite a long time. It's been what, 9 years since they've released this album. So I thought they had split up. So I wasn't really sure what was happening, and then they had announced that they were releasing a new album. I was actually quite surprised, and I had to get it. And this year especially, I've really been getting heavily into like melodic death metal. I've been purchasing lots of melodic death metal albums and checking out different melodic death metal bands, and so yeah, this is some excellent melodic death metal right here from out of Sweden. Really enjoy this one. All the songs in this album are just ripping, just so heavy and fast. Lots of great melodies, lots of great hooks, excellent musicianship, just top-notch musicianship. Really enjoy the guitar playing and then the vocals, and yeah, it's so great. The lyrics are very intelligent and very insightful as well. Yeah, so some of my favorite songs from this album would have to be the title track, Inhuman Spirits, Inhaling Mental Chaos, and Mansion of Torture, great song as well. So yeah, I really enjoy this one right here. I've been listening to it so much throughout this year. All right, so coming at number 2 is Dark Aim with Inhuman Spirits. And my number 1 album of 2022 is Friends of Hell with their self-titled album. Yeah, so this album came out earlier this year, and yeah, I didn't purchase it right away. I was sort of checking it out for a little while there, and I'd heard so much about it. There was quite a bit of buzz surrounding it, and yeah, then I started getting into it, and then I had to purchase a copy of it because it is just so incredible. It does feature Albert Witchfinder, who was the vocalist for bassist and vocalist for the band Reverend Bizarre, who I'm a huge fan of. He's also done vocals for a number of other bands like Spiritus Mortis. He was with them for a while and had released a couple of albums, and he's played with so many other projects as well. And Taz as well, who was the drummer on this album, he did play with the Electric Wizard for some time and has played with several other excellent bands also. So yeah, there's some great musicians on this particular album right here. This is their only album. They are like a newer band, and they have more of that traditional doom metal style. Definitely is reminiscent of bands like Pentagram, Witchfinder General, Saint Vitus, Reverend Bizarre. Yeah, they definitely have that kind of sound or that style. Definitely more that traditional sound. Their songs are definitely very immediate, definitely shorter, very catchy. All the songs contain excellent hooks, and yeah, just excellent musicianship and so many catchy riffs, and the production is just great as well. It definitely has that kind of more vintage type of sound, but it's really good, very audible, very clear. It's certainly very well produced, and yeah, to me this album is just perfect. It's just such a great album. This will definitely go down as like a doom metal classic. I think it definitely will. It's great. I really enjoy this one so much. I've listened to it so much throughout this year, and yeah, I just love it so much. And yeah, some of my favorite songs from this album. There are so many great ones, but if I had to choose 3 of my favorite songs from this album, they would have to be Shadow of the Impaler, Evil They Call Us, and Belial's Bell. Yeah, excellent stuff. Okay, so Friends of Hell with their self-titled album. This is my number 1 album for 2022. Okay, so those are my top 5 favorite albums of 2022. Yeah, I enjoy these albums so much. There have been so many great albums that have come out this year, and so many other albums that I've enjoyed listening to, but yeah, these are definitely my top 5 favorite. So yeah, if you haven't heard of some of these albums, definitely give them a listen. I highly recommend them. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to 2023. There are quite a few albums that are coming out in 2023 that I'm definitely looking forward to. For example, Catatonia have an album that's coming out in January, so I'm really looking forward to that. I've heard a couple of the singles from it so far, and I really enjoy it. Insomnium are coming out with a new album. Looking forward to that. In Flames are coming out with a new album, and Enslaved, a band that I enjoy so much, they are coming out with a new album as well, and I'm sure there will be other great albums that are coming out in 2023, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to the new year. And so yeah, this will be my last video of this year, and I do have some videos planned already for 2023, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And music wise, I'm working really hard on some new songs for Ordo Ab Chaos, so hopefully if everything goes well, I will complete the writing for the next album sometime within the hopefully next 6 months or so. So yeah, I'd really like to start recording the album, the new album for Ordo Ab Chaos sometime in the summer of 2023. If I can potentially do that, that'll be great. These songs are really good, and everything's really working out so far. And I'm revamping my recording setup as well, and purchased some new gear and some new software. So yeah, I'm really working hard on that. And yeah, thanks to all the supporters of Ordo Ab Chaos, all the people that have listened to my music and purchased my albums, and it's been great. I've worked so hard at it, and I appreciate all the support and all the fans of Ordo Ab Chaos, and also all the people that have watched my videos and liked my videos and commented on it, and the people that have subscribed to my channel this year. I appreciate all of you, and it's been excellent. And so yeah, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and have yourselves an excellent Christmas and an excellent New Year as well. Take care, my friends. Cheers.